So in lesson 2, we're going to look at input and output. This is something you started last lesson, but we're going to write a few more programs for this. So just a quick reminder, if you want to print a string, so text, you write the word print, open brackets, put your string into your inverted commas, close your bracket, and that will print out that word there, those words. If you want to ask the user for some input, you're going to say input. That's the question that will appear on their screen, and then they write their answer. If you want to store this as a variable so you can use it later, you're going to say name, this is the variable, equals input. Please enter your name. What I've done is a \n here, which means it will go to a new line. And then if we say print hello name, it will print whatever their name was. A equals 8 means that we have a variable called A and we're setting it to 8. Number, so if we're asking them for a number, we're going to say number and we have to use int. Int will convert whatever's in this bracket into an integer. So if we're asking them to enter a number, we need to use this. And we're going to do a lot of this today. Int x will convert, so if I did int and I put the letter A in there, it would actually convert 8 into an integer as well. So it's just another way of doing it. So remember, to create a program, you're going to go File, New when you're in Python, and then it'll open up a new window, and then you write all your code in there. And remember, it's F5 to run the code. Don't forget, you need to save it into that OneDrive folder we made last week. So let's have a go. Here's our task. We're going to write a program which asks the user for a number of hours, and then they're going to convert it into minutes. So how can we convert from hours to minute? So 1 hour is how many minutes? 1 hour is 60 minutes. So we just multiply the hours by 60 and it tells us how many minutes there are. And we're going to save this as hour to minute converter. Now, once you finish this one, you're going to try a few more of these. Okay, so miles to kilometers, you might have to look that up online, the actual conversion. Feet to meters, years to days, years to minutes, or anything else you think could be useful. So I've already opened up Python. I'm going to go File, New File. Right, new little tip. If you do a hashtag, Python doesn't read this. It's just what we call a comment. It's for programmers to read. So I'm going to say hours to... Okay, so we're going to first of all ask them for the number of hours. We're going to do welcome first. Sorry, not focusing on what I'm writing. Now, because it's a title, I'm giving everything capital letters. So next, I'm going to ask them for the number of hours. So I'm going to say hours, so that's our jar, equals. We're going to get them to input we're going to get them to input a number. So input I'm going to do colon, and I am going to do a \n for it to go to the next line. Now the \n has to be in the string like that, and we close our bracket. Now what we know is this is a number, so we've got to type in int open bracket and make sure we have our closing bracket. That's the biggest mistake that people will make, is they'll forget to put that bracket. Okay, to convert it, minutes equals hours times 60. Remember, this star is multiplied by, so minutes equals hours times 60, and then you're going to print minutes. F5 to save it. Go into our year 9. Sorry, that's not year 9. Year 9 Python. Hours to minutes converter. Number of hours to convert, let's say 5. Obviously 5 times 60, this should be 300, and it is. Now you can neaten this up by saying something like hours, we do a comma, converted into minutes equals, and we close that because that's our string, and we do another comma. Hours converted into minutes equals, and we can